Live from Pechanga Arena, San Diego, the Major Arena Soccer League has one more team yet to hit the floor. It's the San Diego Sockers. Match day number 1 for the Sockers as the RGV Barracudas come calling to San Diego for the first of 2 meetings this season. Good evening, everyone. Alongside Nate Abarea, Craig Elston here with you on MASL TV. Thrilled to be once again bringing you all the excitement of the Major Arena Soccer League and the San Diego Sockers. Last season for the Sockers, Nate, hey, it was a down year. They went 19-3, won the Pacific again, won their first round divisional matchup, but lost in the Western Conference Final, a 1-game play-in game in Monterrey to the Flash 6-4. And as such, here we go, a 24-game schedule this year instead of 22, same division opponents, and the same goal, finish with the best record in the league and make sure that the road to the Ron Newman Cup goes through San Diego.
We've talked about this before, Craig. It's a bit college football-like, the concept of this MASL season for the Sockers. Every game is massive. One slip-up, and you feel like you've given up home field in the playoffs. Oh, here we go again. So from the get-go, from the start tonight, 1-0. Never look back. That's got to be the motivation for the Sockers team.
RGV is the team in town. Rio Grande Valley, the Barracudas, in their second season in the league. They've got Giannone Martinez, an indoor legend, as their new player coach. We will see him wearing number 3 on the field, but it's another Martinez wearing number 10 that's got our eyes. That's Efrain Huilo Martinez, who has been a star, whether it's Chicago, Monterrey, or now here at RGV.
What a player Huilo is. Had a chance to see Huilo down in Monterrey, actually calling the grand finale last year between Monterrey and Baltimore. A fan favorite wherever he's gone, in Chicago, in Monterrey. Anxious to see what he's going to bring to the fold for RGV here this year. This is a team that is much improved. A team, I think, with a different culture going into this season, a culture of confidence. For the first time in their young existence in this league. So with a guy like that on their side, with a guy like Huilo on their side, this is now a force to be reckoned with. Not an easy test tonight for the Sockers, but I think they could be up for it still.
Meanwhile, for San Diego, 8 new players to be integrated into Phil Salvaggio's starting 15. One of the most important, acquired in a trade for a very important soccer for the last few years, Chris Toth. That's Leonardo de Oliveira. The Brazilian forward is expected to be a true fulcrum this year, Nate, when it comes to the Sockers offense.
Leo got us out of our seats as an opposition player for the last couple of years. Whenever he came into this building, there were always a couple of plays that would leave Sockers defenders in the dust, those type of plays that Sockers defenders didn't want to review after the game. Hopefully he brings a few of those for the Sockers now that Leo is a member of the San Diego team. He fits right in with the ethos of what the Sockers team is all about. He's a guy that's going to get people out of their seats, and more importantly for Phil Salvaggio, he's a guy that's going to put the ball into the back of the net.
When we come back, we're going to kick it off, the MASL season 2018-19 in San Diego. It's the Sockers and the RGV Barracudas. Kickoff next on MASL.tv.
My back is killing me. Any better? No, you're making it worse.
All right, you know what then? Take 4 of these and call me in the morning.
Sockers tickets? I feel better already. The Sockers are awesome.
The Sockers are awesome. Join us on Sunday, December 16th for the season opener against the RGV Barracudas. All fans go home with a Ron Newman commemorative cup. Get your tickets today. Call 866-799-GOAL or go online to SDSoccer.
This cake for my daughter's birthday.
Donna realized her network was surprisingly slow. So she switched to Metro PCS and got her family 4 lines with unlimited high-speed data for $100, period. Metro PCS. Wireless.
Jill, Tegan, Paxton, Kaylin. And we're proud members of California Coast Credit Union. We were all able to get car loans through Cal Coast at a great rate. It was quick and easy, all 4 times. That's the Cal Coast advantage to us.
Hey, you're a Barca fan?
Not awesome enough.
Oh, I see. Man U fan, huh?
No. Yes! Now that's an awesome jersey.
Sockers, all right.
That's my team. Sockers are awesome.
The Sockers are awesome. Join us for holiday fun on Saturday, December 22nd when the Tacoma Stars come calling to Pechanga Arena, San Diego. All fans receive a Sockers holiday ornament. Get your tickets today. Call 866-799-GOAL or go online to sdsockers.com.
Ron Newman Field at Pechanga Arena, San Diego. We bring you Major Arena Soccer League action live now from the booth. Greg Elston, Nate Abarea here with you. And we are getting ready to go with the San Diego Sockers and the RGV Barracuda. Well, Nate, it's going to be a good one here tonight. Got a pretty good crowd for a Sunday night for the season opener. Really heartfelt ceremony pregame. Guy Newman speaking to the crowd, his family out on the field, and the announcement that Ron Newman Field is the name now of this field forevermore. That's a big-time announcement by the San Diego Sockers.
A beautiful pre-match ceremony. Good to be back with you, Mr. Elston. Good to be back with you, the arena soccer fan, watching at home, wherever you may be, taking this one in. Season opener for the San Diego Sockers, and what a fitting way to get it all started. Ron Newman passed away late this past summer here in 2018, but he will be alive forevermore anytime the Sockers take the field. Ron Newman Field, and I love his son, Guy Newman, a former soccer in his own right. He called this a grand old arena. He said it's a great feeling being back in this grand old arena, and it really is a special feeling, and having that pre-match ceremony, it really ties it full circle. When you look up to the rafters in this place and you see those Sockers championship banners, you see 14 of them. It all started with Ron Newman. It all started with the foundation that Ron Newman laid down for the Sockers, and not only for San Diego, but for all of arena soccer, and the trophy itself in the MASL is named after Ron Newman. So all the more fitting that the field, that the turf, the carpet, whatever you want to call it, it should be named after the late great coach who will live on forevermore here in this arena and with the Sockers Club.
So pre-game preamble concluded, and now it's about time to play the game. And for the San Diego Sockers, they're the last team to take the field in the Major Arena Soccer League in the 2018-19 campaign. They're facing an RGV squad that comes in at 1-1. They lost their season opener at home to Dallas in what was a bit of an unexpected result, and then came back and polished off Turlock 6-0 on Friday up at the Turlock Indoor Center. So 1-1 with an impressive job in goal so far by number 23, Fidel Garcia. He has a 2.56 goals against and 821 save percentage through his 2 games so far. Pretty snazzy.
Yeah, Turlock did have a double-digit shot total actually in that game. It was a 6-0 win in the end of it, a clean sheet, a shutout for Fidel Garcia, but he was busy early on in that game. RGV definitely took control of that contest. They got the 1-1 record back to the 500 mark. Whole new look for this team this year. Whole new culture for this team this year. So much experience. Got my eyes most definitely on the man affectionately known as Wilo Efrain Martinez, wearing the number 10 out there for RGV tonight. A player who came from the Monterrey Flash, almost got the championship last year with Monterrey, scored in the Grand Finale. Great history in Chicago as well for Wilo. So look out for Efrain Martinez tonight. And on the soccer side, always look out for Craig Childs, always look out for Brian Farber. But a man who we've spoken quite a bit about, Craig, going into this opening night contest, Leonardo de Oliveira, into the Sockers team from Ontario. He got us out of our seats and oohing and ahhing quite a few times as a Fury player. We'll see what he can do as a Socker.
Boris Pardo takes over in net for the San Diego Sockers. Last year, 10 games, a 9-0-1 record, and a league best 3.70 goals against average. Boris goes back to give a hand to the deep end. Out in force once again, our core supporters of the San Diego Sockers. The Sockers running in their new royal blue, would you call them, kits? That layer into gold. Blue and gold with the classic yellow socks. They'll be running right to left. RGV in white trimmed in blue. They will go left to right, east to west, as we bring you the action from the north side of Pechanga Arena, San Diego, looking down on Ron Newman Field. 15 minutes on the clock. The first quarter is underway on MASL TV. It's the San Diego Sockers and the RGV Barracudas. And at last, it's soccer season in San Diego. Their latest start time ever, December 16th. And here we go, a holiday treat. Christian Gutierrez, one of 8 new Sockers, taking the field today. Headed one near goal. Now Farber inside the red line. Zigzagging, finding Gutierrez in between 3 players. He Slithers the ball back to Cesar Serra. Here comes Raimundo Contreras. Tips down into the corner, Farber. Possession, Childs. First shot off the post. Rebound, misses Gutierrez's foot. And for the first time, RGV touches for once. Farber skips one in off the steal. Save made by Garcia.
Quality first attack. One of the key components of it was that press forward from Contreras. We talked about that quite a bit in the last couple of weeks on Soccer's Overtime on our podcast and in the pregame to this one. Contreras' ability to carry the ball into the attacking third for the Soccers, such a dangerous weapon, sucks a defender out. Open pass is made.
Pardo bends the ball in, a deep distribution looking for the captain and the Soccers' all-time goal scorer, Craig Childs. Ball's along the wall and out, and RGV's got it with Eric John Ponce. Ponce sending it forward, far wall, Ramirez. Taken away, Soccers quickly get it back. Pardo wearing the green goalie kit. As the first 90 seconds off the clock here, just first quarter action settle in with us on a Sunday evening from San Diego. No score yet between the Soccers and Barracudas. The Soccers, the last team as mentioned to start in the MASL, but they're going to catch up in a hurry. This is the first of 5 Soccers games in 12 days. First time on the field for Leo. Back to Brandon Escoto. Last year, 18 goals, 16 assists. It's Travis Pittman now in the corner. Pittman working, another new Soccers player. Back to Guerrero Pino. Wall pass, bounds all the way out. Long shot, high and wide from Pee-wee Ortega, and out of play.
If Phil Salvaggio is going to want to see more of this as far as the shape from the Soccers, that organization from the San Diego team here in the opening few minutes. But there's a part of me that wants to see Boris Pardo make a big save here in this first quarter, just to get one under his belt. Here is the official first-string goalkeeper this season for the Soccers. With all the talk of the departure of Chris Toth, I want to see Pardo make a highlight reel save sooner rather than later. Of course, Coach would be just fine with how it's going defensively thus far.
All in good time, my friend. All in good time. Just the 3rd minute of this one today. Pardo. Defensive midfield sends one forward, chested by Leo. That was a pass over to Christian Segura. And Segura gets the loose ball knocked around. Battling with Pineda of RGV for, and Pineda draws the foul on Segura.
I mean, even the little things that Leo does right there, just that little shoulder, chest, pop, trap pass right there. Hey, even the little things got a little flair to them. It's what you like to see. It's what the fans want to see for sure.
Our referees tonight, Kia Depina and Arnold Baldo. Our assistant referee, Brian Elliott. Our 4th official is Ramiro Delgado. No score. 3rd minute off the clock here. Clock running under 12 now in the first quarter between San Diego and RGV. Thursday, the Soccers will be in Ontario at Citizens Business Bank Arena, and then back here 6 days from now, Saturday the 22nd, a holiday special. The Soccers and the Tacoma Stars. Blasting into the zone, Escoto down to the wall, put it in front, but just beyond the toe of Taylor Bond. Bond in his first shift for the Soccers. Pino lifts one, Gutierrez, a header and a great save. Garcia comes up to the task.
First big test for Fidel Garcia, and it was an awkward one there, but he did a mighty fine job keeping that one out and keeping us deadlocked. Goose eggs to come up on 4 minutes gone here.
We're already seeing the skill of Guerrero Pino, and when you hear me say a new soccer, I know it's a repeated refrain. Over half of the team on the field featuring new.
Our first look at Taylor Bond right now as well, up there wearing the number 2.
Here's Gutierrez with a step and a shot!
Ooh.
Garcia the save, but Gutierrez showing his talent. Last season with El Paso, Christian Gutierrez, 36 goals, 48 points.
One of 4 Tijuanenses in the mix this year for the Soccers. Great connection. Sin Frontera, San Diego and Tijuana. Great relationship on a sporting level. So many levels between the two cities in 2 different countries, separated by just about 20 miles. Christian Gutierrez, one of those 4 TJ natives suiting up for the Soccers here in 2018-19.
With a fancy step over. Escoto back to Pino. Outside the Soccer shield at center circle, counting off the 5th minute. Craig Childs in the corner. Chested down with 2 men around him. Back out to Travis Pittman. Standing on the Kaiser Permanente logo. No score, 5th minute gone, 10 remaining first quarter. Pechanga Arena San Diego, newly renamed. Ron Newman Field, newly renamed. Many new Soccers, A day of change and a day of renewal. We have begun the 2018-19 campaign. Here's an old and familiar face. Farber looking at a ball carrying past him. Quick distribution by Garcia. Setting up 2-on-2 down the field for RGV. Here they come on left wing. Rosales taken away from behind. Travis Pittman working hard to track back and mark. Now that loose ball outside. And Ponce able to track it down for the Barracudas. The long ball forward. Tipped away from the reach of Luis Saul Ramirez. And Pardo's got it. Contreras for the Sockers. San Diego with the first 3 shots of the contest. No one scored yet. Sockers have enjoyed possession for the Lions' share as well. Luis Pee-wee Ortega headed on a turning header by Escoto. No pace on it. Fidel Garcia makes a routine save.
Ball all the way back with Sparta. We still haven't seen him really have to make a save. He's got more action with his feet in the opening few minutes of this one.
Pardo kicks it forward. Now here's Childs. Look at this action. Up in the air. It's going to come to the second man in. That's Escoto. His shot high off frame. Childs chest down. And they're looking for a handball. Instead, there's going to be a call against Childs, the captain of the Sockers.
I think the handball actually ended up going against the captain there. You know, this game plan of getting the ball up that left side into that left attacking corner, using the glass, using the boards, we've seen it be music to the ears of Sockers fans for years now. And it's looking like a similar recipe early on in this contest, but anxious to see them maybe expand the attacking repertoire as the minutes progress here.
Eric Ponce. Back to Fidel Garcia. Working off the 7th minute here, first quarter. Almost halfway through the opening quarter of the season. Here's Giannone Martinez, the ageless one. Sean Bowers, GM of the Sockers, saying I played against him. Back to Ponce.
Giannone, the player coach out there. Sean Bowers sees that, he might get some ideas.
Diego Zuniga, ex of Baltimore Blast. Setting up Giannone. Good block shot, Craig Childs right there. Possession still, open chance, and there's Pardo.
There it is. Staying strong at the near post. Well done, Morris.
Moises Gonzalez, high pressure shown by RGV off the shot and save.
Cool as a cucumber back there with the ball at his feet as well. Good stuff from Boris Pardo.
Look for the next whistle to be the first official's timeout. Long ball forward, it's Farber. Farber waits and turns. 3 men around him, keeps possession. Cesar Cerda waiting. On the near wall, the Saltillo native. Bent one across, headed away by RGV. Far wall challenge. RGV comes away with it. Carlos Hernandez. Over to Zuniga. And back it goes to Emmanuel Aguirre. 8th minute off the clock. 7 clock running downward. First quarter, no score. 5-1. Shots on goal in favor of the Sockers. And Pardo coming up with a very good point-blank chance. Just as Dr. Abarea called it up.
It was only a matter of time. That was not an easy one. They're trying to tuck it in on the near post against you. And every goalkeeper, you see that age-old goalkeepers union argument, oh, getting beat at the near post. It just never looks good. Make sure you don't get beat at that near post. You always got to have that thing covered. And it was an audacious toe poke effort, and Boris did a good job just keeping the wall up.
Leo was looking for that dribbling ball along the near wall, but it eluded him, and he had 2 men around him to begin with. RGV facing pressure now. Ball was just outside. Garcia couldn't grab it. He had to turn and kick it, and now nice sell by Rosales right there on the takedown for a common foul on Pino. And with that whistle, let's see if that does indeed lead us to a break. Looks like instead we'll just continue.
New rule, no timeouts this year. I don't know if you got that memo.
Wait for the truer stoppage, says Kia Depina. Long one forward in the air, Cerda first to it. And then a good job on the far wall. Christian Gutierrez showing his willingness to work both ways. Now a challenge again along the wall. Who can get the ball? Sockers find it. Leo says, tranquilo. Let me work this through 3 people with the
love it. Love it.
Silkiest simplicity. Travis Pittman now sends one forward. Flicked on. Looking for Bond. Back for the shot. Diving save, Garcia. Escoto denied again.
And a real tricky deflection on it, too. That was not an easy save there for Fidel. Good job.
Cerda, 5:23 on the clock, running first quarter. Escoto double team, tipped it back. Great job to keep possession for the Sockers. Escoto shows you always his work rate. And when he's had enough, he comes off and Farber comes on.
Well, both players going to ground right there, and neither of them complaining about anything. Fair and square, physicality on full display.
Working off the 10th minute. Here's Farber heading it down. Chested down by Taylor Bond. Bond steps over outside the red line. Far out now. Bond to Pittman and back to Cerda. Keeping possession alive for the Sockers with 4:38 left now in a scoreless first. Who will light the lamp first here in San Diego tonight? Contreras with eyes up. Sends it back to Pardo to redistribute. Here comes Pee Wee. Luis Ortega was held back just to 10 games last year. Now Farber, his chance, skips wide. Pittman wide left over Farber's head. And the Sockers are teasing the goal, but no pleasure yet. Here's Pittman looking for high pressure. Long ball forward, the counterattack opportunity. Ball hopping around. Who will settle it? Contreras takes charge. Raimundo Contreras showing quality right there in an important challenge as the 11th minute elapses.
Yeah, a few people were complaining for a high boot. Contreras actually wasn't one of them. He knew what he did there. He dipped his head down into trouble and just won it back off the foot of an RGV player. Brilliant stuff from Contreras.
Who sends it forward now, and it's Charles, the man up top with Segura. Ex of the Soles de Sonora. We'd seen Segura as an opponent for years and years. This ball goes out of play. And with 3:36 left in the first quarter, we see the first officials timeout with no score yet between RGV and San Diego. And quite a start to this one, Nate.
Good stuff from both sides. Both sides canceling each other out early. Seeing pretty much what I expected from this RGV team. They want to beat the Sockers on the break. They're, I think, a little bit fortunate to not have one go against them thus far. Fidel Garcia's made a couple of fantastic saves, but a few fortunate bounces as well in their own third there in these opening minutes of this first quarter for RGV. I think the Sockers just got to keep the same mindset, more of the same. Some of these chances are bound to go in eventually. I think more of the same from the Sockers has got to be the recipe as we carry on for the remainder of this first quarter, Craig.
A note passed along by our media relations guru, Jonathan Green. This is the 200th game for Brian Farber in his MASL, PASL, MISL career, his indoor career. Congratulations on that milestone, Brian Farber.
At 200. It's anytime you get one of those good round numbers as an athlete. Top flight, I logged that many of them. But of course, Farber, much like Craig Childs, they've got winning histories in other leagues. They are both hungry as anyone. Put that whole argument to rest. They won an MASL championship this year. And they'll worry about personal accolades.
Absolutely. Back underway. And scoreless with 3:25 left to go in the first, and a great steal. Here comes Leo. Leo sends it forward. Escoto waiting. Tipped it, one pass too many. And just in front of Childs. Leo's waiting, though. Childs and Leo on the field at the same time. Now that's getting exciting with Escoto, and here they come. Look at this. It's Gutierrez. Again, one pass too many.
It's almost like nobody wanted it.
Well, everyone wants to set up Childs instead of taking it themselves. Here's Christian. Christian's waiting. Now this time it's Cerda being sprung along the wall. Back to Christian Gutierrez. 3 minutes and counting under. 2:45 now running in the first quarter, no score. Sockers looking dangerous. But the fish hasn't bitten on the hook yet. Escoto draws the second man and then gets bumped away. Long shot outside. Cerda almost put it in from a way back. Cerda now challenging the loose ball in the corner. 2 men and draws an elbow. Rosales comes over to clean up for RGV.
Hey, Craig, a few days ago on Soccer's Overtime, you asked me about a Soccer's defender that might be able to score a few goals this year. A guy named Cesar who might log a few. Of course, he can press up into the midfield as well, but listed as a defender and a guy who has defensive responsibilities. But as you see right there, he's got a cannon of a left foot, play with both feet. He'll definitely get some goals this season.
13th minute gone, under 2 to play in the first. Leo, cross field, back outside. Stepping forward, Luis Ortega, back to De Oliveira.
Love the movement from Leo here. Good stuff.
Now right corner, Segura, Pee-wee, trying for the give and go. That was well read. Leading it out. Wheelo has to hustle. Gets to the ball, but has 2 Sockers now in defensive position. Last 90 seconds of the first quarter. And on the wall, it's Zuniga. Farber working on the steal off the bigger man. Contreras drew the foul. He went to the floor, and once he did, he needed to hear that whistle, Nate.
Man, Wheelo giving it to the officials right now. As soon as that ball was poked away, I don't think Wheelo heard the whistle for maybe a second and a half. His eyes lit up. That thing was rolling slowly and perfectly teeing itself up. That yellow miter soccer ball for a rip of the right foot from Wheelo, and then he got the memo just in time that it wouldn't have counted had he put one in. He was not happy.
What are your thoughts on this first quarter so far?
I mean, RGV's got to be the happier of the 2 teams. We come up on 1 minute remaining in this thing. I think RGV's definitely, if this score holds, has got to be the happier of the 2 sides after 15 minutes.
Leo trying to get that ball out of the air. Emmanuel Aguirre brings size to the equation. That's quite a battle down there.
And that's not to say, by the way, that the Sockers have played poorly. There's going to be a delay of game penalty. Talk about a gift here for the Sockers. It's not to say at all that the Sockers have played poorly in this first quarter. I think RGV have got to feel happy with the performance that they've given, and quite fortunate with the 0-0 that goes along with it. I think RGV would be happy if they went into the dressing room 1-0 down maybe, but you look up right now, they got to be thinking clean sheet for the opening 15. Tough situation here, though.
Free kick for the Sockers. Childs to the left. It's Leo. Shot blocked by Zuniga.
Brilliant block by Zuniga there, flying off like a big old kitty cat. The Tico out there. A lot of Mexican representation within the RGV team. Also a Costa Rican down there in Zuniga.
Here's Escoto on the run in the near wall. Gutierrez tried to center. Pass was deflected. Last 30 seconds. Juan Gonzalez acquired in trade from the Ontario Fury along with Leo for Chris Toth and Andrew Loré. Long ball forward. And this one's going to hop around and get to Fidel Garcia.
So
Final 10 seconds.
Just 1 twin tonight.
Only 1 twin tonight. Second twin available for future action. Sockers have a very deep roster that will be called upon over the course of these 24 games. And the first quarter of game 1 for the Sockers is over. Sockers with a lot of possession, a 7-1 shots advantage, but no score after 15 complete. We take a quick break. We're back on MASL TV with second quarter action. No score from Pechanga Arena, San Diego.
Service. Determination.
Motivation.
Dedication.
Knowledge.
We are the directors of Proactive Physical Therapy, and we are committed to your care.
I'm Jill, Tegan, Paxton, Kaylin, and we're proud members of California Coast Credit Union. We were all able to get car loans through Cal Coast at a great rate. It was quick and easy, all 4 times. That's the Cal Coast advantage to us. I'm Jill.
An entertaining but scoreless first quarter, and we welcome you back to second quarter action live on MASL TV. Craig Elston, Nate Amparea, the San Diego Sockers, the RGV Barracudas, no score. Sockers back in action after a Thursday contest in Ontario Saturday. That's holiday night when the Sockers take on the Tacoma Stars. Nick Pereira makes his first trip to town along with Matt Clare, as the ball played forward off of the kickoff by Childs, looking for Farber, went over his head, out of play. Tickets available at stsockers.com. And don't forget about this, if you haven't heard already. Travis Peterson at Punk Rock Paint on Twitter. Unique game day posters available here at Pechanga Arena, San Diego for each and every Sockers home game. Saw him already flying off the shelves for the one honoring Ron Newman in tonight's season opener. And I can already tell you, game 2, the Saturday poster, the holiday poster, is one you've just got to get. So get your tickets first, stsockers.com, 866-799-GOAL. Get those tickets. We'll see you Saturday. And everyone goes home with a Sockers holiday ornament. Possession for San Diego. Going left to right as we bring you the action here from the north side of Pechanga Arena, San Diego. Looking down on Ron Newman Field. RGV in white and blue, they will go right to left this quarter. Boris Pardo had to make just one save in the first quarter, but it was a big save. Fidel Garcia, who just caught a long ball, 7 saves and was quite often tested. And he's shown his mettle. He's one to be not to be trifled with, Nate.
No, he's shown that his last performance, shown that actually even in the opening game loss to Dallas. Fidel Garcia's up there with the best goalkeepers, at least out west, for certain. And you got to think, with a clean sheet the last game, that's now 5 consecutive quarters without a goal given up.
Into the corner now. This ball tipped away. Travis Pittman. Pittman sends it forward. Childs has an open man. Can he get it there? The pass. Farber had to wait. If they got him in stride, he would have taken him in on goal. 13:22, clock running. 2 veterans who know each other very well. They've been playing together since 2010. Craig Childs and Brian Farber. They played against each other in the 2009-10 season when Brian was with the California Cougars up in Stockton. And then the Sockers acquired him early in the following season. Escoto now dragging in to his left, to the top of the arc. Now tiptoeing forward. Couldn't get a shot away, and he realized apparently that he had a big man to block his path all the way.
Still love seeing Escoto with that shoulder dip. Love seeing him cutting onto that left foot off that right side. It's his bread and butter.
Pee-wee. Rolls at the corner, but behind Segura. Reaches back. Escoto thought about it. Couldn't shoot through the wall.
Again, the shot not on for Escoto. One of these times, though.
Tipped for a moment. Pee-wee keeps it alive. Bond's out there up top. Feeling like he's with the Lilliputians. And there's a foul that'll set up a free kick straight away for San Diego at the red line.
Fortunate stuff there. Escoto knew what he was doing. That was calculated and well executed from Brandon Escoto. It's a 50-50 call for my money from way up here, and Zuniga's given the other 50% of the opinion here. Escoto clipped that ball forward about 10 yards ahead of himself. There's no way he was going to get on the end of that touch. And then he just barreled into the defender, who was much bigger than him, went down, got the foul. You must say, well done from a competitive point of view, Brandon Escoto.
Pee-wee can just boom it off the crossbar. Still standing the goal despite the tests of the San Diego Sockers. They worked on the framework of the eastern side. Now they're going to test the western side. Another foul against RGV.
Contreras wants a card here, and I understand where he's coming from. There's a great exchange right now going on between Contreras and Emmanuel Aguirre, the RGV side. I think Aguirre is saying, hey, you give at least 3 or 4 of those a game yourself. Come on.
Bond. Taylor Bond. Okay, got it out of the way, and you're not going to hear it in a goal call. I'm sure everyone expects it. Escoto stepping around, pushed into the wall. Double team comes through for RGV. And now the foul will go against the Sockers.
That's a frustration foul from Escoto there, and Escoto's definitely got a target on his back right now. You saw Yon Ponce throw a little head, shoulder into the back of Escoto as he was getting up right there. A few fans barking at the officials. Escoto not making any friends early on in this game. We'll see if that ends up being channeled in the right way later on. Escoto can take a little bit of the anger that might be developing right now and bring it out in one of those situations where he's cutting onto his left foot off the right side.
Garcia grabs the loose ball and sends it forward. Chance for RGV to come with numbers, but that pass went awry looking for Wheelo.
Good stuff by Serta there. Really good stuff by Serta. Just heavy feet coming into the opponent player.
Tried to feed Childs. Craig was not in motion. RGV comes away. Oswaldo Medina Gonzalez. Now back to Contreras and back to San Diego. 4th minute off the clock, 2nd quarter. Very workmanlike, almost an outdoor type start to this one.
It really is, and I don't mind it. I don't think it.
There's Serta on the run. Oh. Serta knocked down. Now look out, big contact. Kia waving a finger. Is he going to lift a card as well? Serta's down. RGV player down on the challenge. Blue card is out.
This is a tricky one.
Someone just had insult added to injury, and I believe it's RGV.
I think it is as well, but there was a case to be made for a foul to be called.
Well, we just see it again. Knee-to-knee contact, which could have been inadvertent.
There's a case for a foul both ways there. There's a situation for a referee right there. Some people might say, oh, well, what about a no call? A call's got to be made in a situation like that. It's going to be a tough one against RGV, though, and I think
Gonzalez goes to the box.
I think the right call made in the end of it. But Serta went in. I don't want to say Serta was stamping in there by any means, but a high leg coming down with it right there. But the opponent being on the slide with a little bit of the stud showing is, I think, what did him in.
So with 10:44 left in the 2nd quarter, for the first time this season, we'll see the San Diego Sockers power play. The Sockers power play will count down either to 8:44 left or to a season-opening goal. No score. Starts with a right wing free kick that Gutierrez sees blocked. Escoto flicks it back and possession to San Diego. Craig Childs at the top of the umbrella, captaining the unit. Top of the arc, Leo. Gutierrez. Segura's on the far wall. And in the corner, Escoto. Minute 42, early action in the power play. Gutierrez shoots wide. Loose ball to Segura. Childs has to lift the boot to track it down. Now off the wall. Escoto holds. Crosses. Scissor shot. Is into the crowd. Found a seam somehow through the net.
Hey, for anybody new to the Major Arena Soccer League, I remember a few years ago when I really got back in, hardcore back in to arena soccer, it was the power play that really drew me in. Seeing a well-executed power play system in arena soccer, it's one of the most attractive things to watch within this sport. Soccers want to see it end up with a goal, but you just see the organization that's necessary for the team that's a man down. You see the movement potential for the team that's a man up. The technical ability from the Sockers, it's got to come out right here because you got that extra space, you got that extra man. Now let's really see Brandon Escoto cut in onto that left foot. Now let's really see Leo show off the flair. See if it ends up with the first Sockers goal of the season here.
Halfway through the time, just about, in the Sockers' first power play of the season. No score yet, 2nd quarter. Here's Childs lining one up, blocked. Pays a heavy price when you block a Craig Childs shot.
He saw Rosales.
Yeah, Rosales feels a bit stiffer. He'll feel that in the morning. Escoto stepping in. Crosses back. Childs one time off the wall, wide left. Missed his target. That's unlike him. Leo back heel. Escoto frame again.
That was off red, Craig. That was off red. That wasn't glass. That was pure crossbar. down and out. Brilliant stuff from Leo. Escoto cutting in onto his left foot and had everything we asked for, except for a ripple of the net, and we still somehow remain scoreless.
Pignol will track this one down. The ex-Comet acquired in a trade. I think he's going to be a big part of this club. I mean, a big part of this club. So will Christian Gutierrez. He almost has to be. Look out, loose ball. Pardo there with the accurate touch.
Wow.
Chance to counter now for San Diego. They got a lot of field to work with. Gutierrez on right wing enters the zone. Gutierrez booms one. Punched away. Fidel Garcia. Escoto now. Fakes the shot. Rolls it through. Tipped off of the man. We've got a whistle. And is the call for too many men? Kia Tepena coming over. I'm wondering, did an extra man come in? I believe so. And we'll hear the call downstairs. As the RGV bench appears to erupt in protest. And the Sockers are going right back on the power play, looks like to me, Nate.
Wow. That's a big break for San Diego. What a great 2 minutes defensively for RGV, culminating in that save that wasn't the hardest in the world for Fidel Garcia, but it was one of the harder shots you're going to see.
I want to hear some noise. Your Sockers are back on a power play.
How about this? You do all that work, you give all that effort to kill off 2 minutes with a man down against one of the strongest opponents you're going to face all season in their season opener, and then they just get 2 minutes again within seconds of that power play ending.
I was waiting to hear the call, but it had to be too many men because it was called from the side.
Rio Grande Valley penalty, a bench minor, 2 minutes for too many men on the field.
And there it was. Good job by Callum McClurg downstairs, and the Sockers right back on the power play. See if try 2 gets goal 1. Gutierrez with space. Back for Childs, and again, missing the target. Looks like first game getting it out of their system here to me, Nate.
I think so. I think there's also some credit to be given to the opponent right now, who have just been stout defensively.
2, 3, 4 goals, though, if you...
Fortunate. If the soccer gods are in a little bit of a different mood, you could be talking 2 or 3, maybe even 4, but I think this is a 0 up on the board for the Sockers that definitely has a little bit to do with the effort from RGV.
Don't take it away from him, for sure. Here's Childs. Tiptoeing in, tried for a lefty shot, blocked up in the air. Childs heads it, Escoto. Lovely to move it around. Gutierrez steps left-footed. Again, the crossbar.
Unreal.
Out of play.
Unreal. The crossbar has been hit here these last few minutes. I feel like as many times as it was hit all last season. The Sockers somehow, some way do not have a goal. Okay,
they're going to take a timeout right here. Or this could be the officials' timeout, actually. I didn't know that they would take it during the middle of a power play. So I was wondering if Phil called this one, head coach Phil Salvaggio, or not. Nonetheless,
getting back
Sockers get a chance to break this in half, rest their power play unit, and talk it over.
Getting this back to just the basic concept of this power play, if RGV managed to essentially kill off a 4-minute power play, that's for all intents and purposes with those few seconds in between, this has been a continuous 4-minute power play for the Sockers. If RGV, with a little help from their red friend up above their goalkeeper, if they manage to kill off this one as well, that gets a little psychological. That gets into the heads of the Sockers, and you really start looking up the scoreboard going, God, how many seconds have gone by now? How many minutes have gone by now? We still don't have a goal in our season. We get carried away then. We forget that it's just opening night. We think, man, we still have not gotten a goal. So if RGV are to kill this off, still got 1 minute and 8 seconds left in this thing, and they're milking every second over there in their team discussion with player coach Janoni Martinez. They're able to knock these next 68 seconds off. What a huge boost for the visitors.
Don't forget to get the latest news on the MASL and your favorite teams. Make sure you're following MASL Soccer on Facebook and Instagram, and at MASL Arena on Twitter. 7:43 to play in the second quarter. No score yet.
Here comes RGV shorthanded as we're halfway through the soccer second power play. This one for too many men on the field against the Barracudas. And the Sockers have it back. 51 seconds left on the man advantage clock. Essentially their 4th minute in a row of power play.
Who's going to orchestrate this thing? That's what I want to see right now. Every power play needs a true maestro out there.
Escoto to Childs, chests and touches back. Gutierrez to Segura. 30 left. Leo between 3 men and got it back. Segura down low. Childs off the post. Childs to the loose ball. Tipped away by Giannoni.
Are you kidding me?
Back to Segura. To Leo. Leo shoots. Just wide right. Accuracy. Here comes Segura. Shot blocked. Escoto in the corner with 8 on the power play. Leo. Left wing stepping in. Gutierrez cuts it down. Childs dribbles it out. Power play is over. Even strength. What a lift for RGV, but on the... Here's the scissor kick wide left. It's off the wall. And tipped away by Hernandez. And RGV back to even strength. 6:21 left in the second quarter. Scoreless.
Scoreless at the Grand Old Arena. There's defensive efforts that Ron Newman would be proud of. I don't know how proud old coach would be of the shooting boots of his Sockers early on in this thing, but...
Zuniga taken away by Gutierrez. Segura hard back to Pardo. Showing his foot skills out of Queens, New York.
And Wheelo giving chase, 33 years old out there. No spring chicken anymore. Still 110% every
Here's Farber, chested forward. Bond chested it away. Bond tracking it down. Back heels through the legs. Both men to the same ball. Taylor Bond turning to his left now. Up top, Taylor Bond. Back and forth he goes. Drew 2 and dropped it back. Pittman across. Scissor kick again. This one high and wide.
You know, I see the recipe developing here, and it doesn't always have to be with a spectacular scissor kick effort like we've seen from Childs and Farber, but I actually like what the Sockers are doing. Sucking RGV to this near side would be their left defensive side, and they've been able to lob that ball to that back post, whether it's a spectacular volley effort or someone trying to nod one back across the face with their head. I like the recipe of late.
Pittman, great work to take it away from his ex-teammate in Baltimore, Zuniga. Pardo, high pressure by Wheelo right at the moment of truth, gets it away and enables this counter. Bond outside the red line. On the wing, Drew 2, dropped it back, Pino. 10th minute coming off the clock. That's minute 25 in this contest. No score, 5 to go. First half, second quarter. Childs. Back to net. Pino, eyes up. Finding Pittman. Childs again. Settles it. Soul roll to the right. Zuniga just stole it away. Knew it was coming over to Pee Wee Ortega.
With Wheelo at the back of Childs there, helping defensively. Talk about experience in arena soccer.
Pittman chested it down. Can he win this ball away? Luis Saul Ramirez did well to get it away. Zuniga on tired legs. Pino can get there easily.
Yeah, it's actually a decent ball there. Zuniga's just been out there for, it's got to be like 2.5 minutes
He was
now.
trapped in the offensive zone for a while. He found his way to a door, and I'm not surprised. Giannotti's going to try and get off as well.
What a shift. What a shift from Zuniga.
Giannotti kind of running like Edgar Martinez out there.
Steady.
Here's
Steady,
Pittman.
lad.
Hustling, I mean.
Talking like early 90s Edgar Martinez. Third baseman Edgar Martinez.
That's right.
There you go.
I mean, who's to say which Edgar Martinez I'm referring to, by the way? Insert your own. Here's Pee Wee. Childs. Tripped. Falls. Foul. Free kick coming. 3:39 in the second quarter straight away.
Big chance here for the Sockers from a set piece. I want to see these set pieces. We've actually only seen a couple of them here in this first half, but this is the stuff they've been working on for months. Talk about the last team out of the gate. That's all the more opportunities to really dial these things. These are training ground masterpieces when they're at their best. Sockers from the set piece. What do they got?
Left wing shot. Blocked down by Fidel. Rebound blocked! Pee Wee had the chance, and Gonzalez was there. Oswaldo Medina Gonzalez. Fidel Garcia punts one down the middle of the field. There's Manuel Rojo.
another Tijuanense, and the youngest soccer at just 21 years of age.
See that birth year, 97. 97!
Rojo looking for a ball. Receives around midline. Back to Pardo. Can't cross that midline stripe now until the fourth for Boris. Not that he was going to go adventuring a la Danny Waltman.
Or Chris Toth last
Or
season.
Chris Toth. Neither one of those goalies probably very happy with that rule change. Here's a chance now. Right wing, it's Escoto. Back to Chow! Oh! There's the save, Fidel!
Fidel Garcia! Ay, Dios mío! And he might have taken a little bit of that ball.
Yeah, he took that to the nose. He's asking for support.
Well, he's not going to get it. He's got to soldier on here for the next few seconds.
The Sockers, you hate to say it, but they would love to pressure and get another shot away. This man's taking one hard in the nose.
Well, yeah, but RGV almost had a chance to counter out there,
they
Craig,
did,
and they
now
still have
long
space.
Ball forward. Back is Rojo to defend, as turning to face is Gonzalez. Taken away from him. Chested down, batted around. It's Escoto on the fight. He gets pulled down by Rosales. The whistle sounds. Baldo waited for advantage before he made the whistle, which has got RGV mad. 2:08 to go in the second quarter.
And Fidel Garcia, I don't think he's going to ask for treatment. That thing didn't hit him flush in the nose there. Definitely had most of the hands, thankfully, for number 23 out there. But a little shaken up, essentially taking a punch. A baseball catcher familiar with taking one off the mask. Be a similar feeling right now.
I think he's out. Yeah, he's kind
Fidel.
of like he's settled it out. Leo had a man in his legs, and there's another whistle. RGV seeing the foul count pile up here. Shot count as well, 12-1 in favor of the home team.
Yeah.
But no score. It's quite remarkable, and if you consider the number of ones that were not counted as shots that hit frame or wall, you got to be counting to the 20s. Here's Gonzalez. Into the corner on purpose. Rojo knocks it down.
Great touch there by Rojo off the boards.
Segura to Gonzalez. And on the wall, the tangle. Leo trying to step out, holds through for a moment. Giannoni held him off long enough. Ball went off the wall to Fidel Garcia. He calls timeout. Says, you know what? My nose still really, really hurts.
I might need to check in on this thing. But again, we look up at the scoreboard, and somehow, some way, we're still tied. We're still scoreless. No goals in the MASL season here in San Diego, at least. RGV, team that I think this recipe for them for the rest of this contest, it's going to get a little dicey. Sockers are going to score eventually. I want to just assume that the Sockers are going to score one and then the floodgates might open. But the longer that this goes on, the happier that Giannoni Martinez and his side have got to be, because this has got to be getting into the heads a little bit of the Sockers with all the crossbar and post-its that we've seen with the saves from Fidel Garcia. This has got to be weighing a little bit on the minds of the Sockers team. You do not want to go into the dressing room at halftime without a goal to your name on opening night.
And it very well could be the case. The Sockers would like to thank Miter USA for providing today's match balls. Miter, founded in Huddersfield, England, is among the world's oldest sporting goods brands. Starting production in 1817, Miter, a proud partner of the Major Arena Soccer League, providing arena-specific match balls to both the MASL and MASL2. All right, 1:32 to go in the second quarter. I mean, I'd say, what do they need to do different? I think the Sockers have done everything right except hit the net. So it's as simple as you've been shooting for those edges. You got to get one inside the red instead of off the red. Because the ones that are up the middle, Fidel Garcia is stopping no matter how hard so far. Here it goes, the distribution out. In the air, headed forward, Travis Pittman. Final 90 seconds of the quarter. Bond hustling into that corner for San Diego. Stepping out. Pushed to his hip, can't turn to face. Gets it over to Contreras, comes off. Smart shift. Taylor Bond, very unselfish, physical, smart. Leo. Pittman. 1:07. Cerda shoots, blocked. Wheeler with a block. Cerda keeps it alive. Childs on the half wall and dangerous. Top. Leo back heels back. Cerda steps through. Shoots off the post. Would you believe it? And back the other way, a counter. Time for a last gasp. Blocked down by Travis Pittman. working his way downfield. Didn't ever give up. Carlos Hernandez was on attack.
That was a huge lunge of the left foot there from Pittman. Wheelo!
Look out!
Talking about Wheelo. About Wheelo being in acres of space seconds ago. He was almost in the goal with the ball there. Woo!
Contreras, 30 seconds in the half. Long forward. Childs looking to run on it. Into the corner, Childs. Turns, crosses in front of Pittman.
Love the energy from Pittman, though, here.
Double teamed. Leo in the air, knocks it down. There's 16 seconds. Leo's got it back on the right wing. Looking for Pittman, blocked on the pass. Wheelo, giant block. That denied a likely goal or hit of the post. 7 seconds left in the quarter.
Oh.
Here's a late chance, perhaps.
Got to shoot.
It's Wheelo. It's 1 second. It's Wheelo. The horn will sound on him before he shoots. A scoreless first half in San Diego between the Sockers and the Barracuda. Wow. Nate Abarea, I am impressed with what we have watched and yet mystified with the scoreline.
It's the world's game. We sometimes get caught up with the nuance and the niche of arena soccer. I love the conversation with the commissioner on soccer's overtime over the last couple of years, wrestling with that idea of balancing arena soccer with the outdoor game and being a part of the global culture. That was a global first half, and I don't just mean the score sheet. I don't just mean 0-0. A lot of the strategy that we saw in there, that felt, let's just call it hybrid. Let's call it outdoor-indoor. Those last few minutes in particular, once that thing opened up a little bit, RGV with a couple of half chances there at the end. How this thing is scoreless is beyond me, but both teams showing their quality in that first half. Sockers have got to feel like they should be in front, and they will be oh so hungry coming out for the second half.
Well, Nate, as we welcome you into the broadcast booth here on MASL TV, 12-1 shots. We could count them up. I'm sure they will in the locker room, how many posts and crossbars were hit in that first half. But for the Sockers, it's to me, the only real challenge here is mental. I mean, if you were going to look at this and chart it in possession, RGV was barely there. The Sockers essentially controlled, and RGV did a great job defensively, hustling, battling. But in terms of how many shots did they create, how many chances did they create, it's not even close. It's been a complete wipeout in that circumstance. And as such, to me, the real challenge here, the first one is mental. Don't get down on yourself.
We talked about that all throughout that first half, that the longer that goose egg stayed up on the board, the more it became an actual issue. And it's got to be an issue right now for the Sockers in the dressing room. I wish I could be a fly on the wall right now to hear what Phil Salvaggio's saying to this team, because these are talks that coach has to have with this team quite often over the last few seasons. When was the last time you remember a scoreless first half at home for the San Diego Sockers? Yeah, a little bit of a unlucky tint to it throughout that first half, but again, credit to RGV for everything that they offered defensively with their organization. Giannoni's got to be happy with his side for a number of reasons, but yeah, that's got to have some mental weight right now in the locker room. But it's got to come back to the thing that you've continued to harp on through this first half, which is more of the same. One of these has eventually got to go in, and then the floodgates will open. That's got to be the mindset for Salvaggio in the dressing room right now.
No score. You could have beat me on a bet on that one. Everyone globally watching on MASL TV. All right. We'll show you what's happening on the field during halftime. By the way, when they get to the halftime kick, there might be a little special surprise at the end of that one. So stay tuned if you're watching. Otherwise, go grab a cold one, grab a snack, and we'll be back with third quarter action. And we'll see who scores first, because no one has scored yet. From Pechanga Arena, San Diego, Ron Newman Field, MASL action on MASL TV. No score from San Diego.
back is killing me.
Any better?
No, you're making it worse.
All right, you know what then? Take 4 of these and call me in the morning.
Soccer's tickets? I feel better already. The Sockers are awesome.
The Sockers are awesome. Join us on Sunday, December 16th for the season opener against the RGV Barracudas. All fans go home with a Ron Newman commemorative cup. Get your tickets today. Call 866-799-GOAL or go online to sdsoccers.com.
I'm Jill, Tegan, Paxton, Kaylin, and we're proud members of California Coast Credit Union. We were all able to get car loans through Cal Coast at a great rate. It was quick and easy, all 4 times. That's the Cal Coast advantage to us.
San Diego's #1 hit music station, Channel 933. It's Cabana Boy Jeff in America's finest city. And there's one thing that everybody's talking about, and it's not the weather. It's the San Diego Sockers.
This city deserves a championship. So I have this question. Who's it gonna be? What team is gonna step up? What player is gonna become a superstar? Who is going to become a legend in this town? And that team is the San Diego Sockers.
San Diego, we need you.
Are you with us?
Let's do this.
Can you make this cake for my daughter's birthday?
Donna realized her network was surprisingly slow. So she switched to Metro PCS and got her family 4 lines with unlimited high-speed data for $100, period. Metro PCS. Wireless figured out.
Hey, you're a Barca fan?
Not awesome enough.
Oh, I see. Man, you fan, huh?
No. Yes! Now that's an awesome jersey.
Sockers, all right.
That's my team. Sockers are awesome.
The Sockers are awesome. Join us for holiday fun on Saturday, December 22nd when the Tacoma Stars come calling to Pechanga Arena, San Diego. All fans receive a Sockers holiday ornament. Get your tickets today. Call 866-799-GOAL or go online to sdsoccers.com.
Hi, thanks for checking out American Spa and Pool Pros. We provide liability insurance for pool service professionals. Whether your business is pool repair, builders, remodelers, plasterers, or just about any service for swimming pools, we have a plan for you. Our customers love us and they keep coming back year after year. We're licensed to insure your pool business in more states than any other pool service association in America. We offer great coverage and competitive rates. There's a flexible plan that's perfect to protect your business and your livelihood. Have a question? Just ask. We look forward to you becoming a member of ASAPP today.
Service. Determination.
Motivation.
Dedication.
Knowledge.
We are the directors of Proactive Physical Therapy, and we are committed to your care.
back is killing me.
Any better?
No, you're making it worse.
All right, you know what then? Take 4 of these and call me in the morning.
Soccer's tickets? I feel better already. The Sockers are awesome.
The Sockers are awesome. Join us on Sunday, December 16th for the season opener against the RGV Barracudas. All fans go home with a Ron Newman commemorative cup. Get your tickets today. Call 866-799-GOAL or go online to sdsoccers.com.
I'm Jill, Tegan, Paxton, Kaylin, and we're proud members of California Coast Credit Union. We were all able to get car loans through Cal Coast at a great rate. It was quick and easy, all 4 times. That's the Cal Coast advantage to us.
San Diego's #1 hit music station, Channel 933. It's Cabana Boy Jeff in America's finest city. And there's one thing that everybody's talking about, and it's not the weather. It's the San Diego Sockers.
This city deserves a championship, so I have this question. Who's it gonna be? What team is gonna step up? What player is gonna become a superstar? Who is going to become a legend in this town? And that team is the San Diego Sockers.
San Diego, we need you.
Are you with us?
Let's do this.
Hey, you're a Barca fan?
Not awesome enough.
Oh, I see. Man U fan, huh?
No. Yes! Now that's an awesome jersey.
Sockers, all right.
That's my team. Sockers are awesome.
The Sockers are awesome. Join us for holiday fun on Saturday, December 22nd when the Tacoma Stars come calling to Pechanga Arena, San Diego. All fans receive a Sockers holiday ornament. Get your tickets today. Call 866-799-GOAL or go online to sdsoccers.com.
We welcome you back as we are underway with third quarter action from Pechanga Arena, San Diego, Ron Newman Field. No score yet. Soccer's trying to change that in a hurry. Farber looking for Childs, tipped away from him as RGV tested early and often in the first half, surrendering 12 shots on goal, and in addition to that, a few posts. And with the third quarter, Craig Elston here. Nate Alborea, please take it away with the third quarter play-by-play.
Scoreless somehow, some way after 30 minutes. Scoreless after 31 minutes. As we're now into the second minute of this third quarter. Brian Farber on the ball for San Diego. Forward to Cerda. Brilliant sliding tackle right there for RGV from Gustavo Rosales. This ball now tucked down into the corner. Cerda gives chase and pokes it ahead. It's off the boards into the hands of Fidel Garcia, who had one heck of a first half. One of the main reasons why this game is still scoreless. Wheelo, a player we talked quite a bit about in the build-up to this contest. 33-year-old Efrain Martinez went to ground there moments ago, wanted a call, did not get it. He contributed defensively as well. Everybody contributing defensively in that first half for RGV. But what do they got here is Taylor Bonds on it. Works it back for Pino. Pino sends a low drive off the boards. And now RGV are going to get it back. Giannone pokes it up the wing, but only as far as Pee-wee Ortega. Ball now out here on this near side, the left attacking side with Travis Pittman. Soccer's wearing the blue and gold, attacking from right to left on your screens here in this second half. In this third quarter, I should say. Both goals unkind to the Sockers in that first half.
You're not kidding.
We'll see what this end zone does here in the third period, Craig.
I'm just curious, what was said, how everyone's feeling. First 5 minutes can always be interesting, if not telling.
Pittman back with it, center line for the home side. What will Phil Salvaggio's gang bring here in the second half after what was an oh-so-frustrating opening half? You're on opening night. You want to give these fans something to cheer about. Get people hooked in the quest for 15. Moving forward here beautifully is Pee-wee. Pee-wee Ortega, shot deflects, saved by Fidel Garcia. And Fidel pounces on top of the rebound. And we remain scoreless with 33 minutes gone in this contest.
This guy right here. This guy Fidel. Unbelievable game by Fidel Garcia so far.
Here we go. Out for RGV, shot just wide off the foot of Gustavo Rosales. Vicious swing with the right there, and he almost caught it perfectly. He scuffed under it just a little bit, but now look out again for RGV. Pineda moves it forward into Ramirez. Ramirez and Pineda, a little two-man game, knocked away. Strong stuff from Manuel Rojo, the youngest of the four Tijuanenses in the Sockers ranks this season, playing like an experienced vet here in these opening few minutes of the second half. Bond on the corner. Bond pokes it back to twin number 2, we'll call him, Juan Gonzalez. All over there with Leo now. You got to get Leo involved here in this second half if you're the Sockers. You brought him in for a reason. You saw glimpses of the flair in that first quarter. Not much in the second quarter. What can he bring here in the third? Leo tucked into the corner now. Ball on his right foot. Still has it. Dicing through traffic. Did he get fouled? He drew it beautifully. Sucked the 2 defenders in. Drew the foul from the second defender. And the Sockers have a set-piece opportunity with 10:58 left in the third.
If you're a young kid watching at home, say a second grader trying to learn how to play soccer, watch how number 11 Leo moves the ball. How he stops and starts and uses the bottom of his foot to control that ball and move it back and forth like he owns it on a string. This is possession. This is the Brazilian way. This is Leo.
Rio de Janeiro. Leo works it back to Juan Gonzalez off the bar. Otra vez the Sockers rattle the red, but do not ripple the back of the net. Back with Bond now. Vicious drive from Gonzalez. Bond scuffs it, but will it work out? Gonzalez gives chase. Here's Juan Gonzalez. Here's Bond. Blocked again, that time by the lunge of an RGV defender. Awkward one for Fidel Garcia as he just volleys it out. Not too far out, though, but RGV get it back. The visitors in white and blue attacking from left to right on your screens here in this third quarter. Foul committed by Christian Segura, one of the starters out there right now for the Sockers.
And a fairly earned foul by the Sockers, and there have been few called on San Diego because it's hard to get a foul when you've got the ball.
Yeah, the possession stat in that first half, percentage-wise, heavily in favor of San Diego, but the score still tied at 0 as we approach 5 minutes gone here in this third quarter. Driving forward with a purpose is Contreras, and the man from Hermosillo ends up committing a foul against Gustavo Rosales after just a lung-busting dribble, carrying the ball forward, and took one bad touch out of about a dozen and commits a foul second later.
And Rosales knew he had to dive to the turf to earn it, and he did. Here's Bond.
Taylor Bond! Shot scuffed. Little toe poke there with the left foot. Cerda back with it. Ball poked away. RGV clear out only as far as Pino. Guerrero Pino, the warrior. He would love to be the one to christen the scoreboard for the Sockers. Anybody. Phil Salvaggio, he doesn't care about the name of the goal scorer, just the team. It's got to come soon. It just keeps weighing heavier and heavier and heavier with every passing second here on opening night. Farber tucked down in the corner, being defended by Aguirre. Farber back into the middle. Childs, Captain Fantastic, works it back to Pino. Pino near the red line. Pino back over to Craig Childs. Childs immediately with two defenders on him. Nothing new there. We've seen that for years. Childs has always got to fight for that space. He's got a target on his back everywhere he goes. The repertoire speaks for itself. Childs doesn't want to hear any more about his personal history, his personal accolades. It's on to the new season here in 2018-19, and so far, it's been slim pickings for the Sockers. They still don't have a goal. Childs, though, gets it back. His old friend Brian Farber got a touch in there. It's back with Cesar Cerda now. Cerda. Gutierrez back with Cerda now. Pino. Being checked up defensively by Zuniga. For this ball to be worked back to Pino or Cerda. Maybe wants to cut onto that right foot. Cerda into Childs. 1-2. Cerda. Still Cerda. Poked away, Cristian Gutierrez. Cristian Gutierrez drives one! Golazo! Golazo! Goal! Tijuanense with an absolute belter. Cristian Gutierrez does christen the scoreboard for the San Diego Sockers with 8:27 left here in the third quarter. What a goal, Craig Elston.
They continue to aim for the corners, and this time Gutierrez strikes a bending ball from left to right off the right foot, and just inside that post, rippling side netting, Gutierrez marks first. San Diego at 6:33 on the board.
Not sure how much of it Fidel Garcia ever saw, even if he had a clearer view of that shot. Still think it may have been bound for the net. Placed to perfection. And here's Bond. Sockers with the tails up now.
Off the Escoto steal.
Here's Brandon Escoto. Escoto works it back.
San Diego Sockers goal! Scored by number 4, Christian Gutierrez. Unassisted. Time of the goal, 6:33.
Confirmation. The first goal confirmation of the season from our friend Callan McClurk. Contreras knocks this one up, and are they going to give the delay a game penalty here? That is a harsh decision, Craig. That looked like a lunging defensive header there from Giannone Martinez. And Giannone, as much experience in arena soccer as anybody in this building. Well, maybe not anybody in this building, but I'd say definitely in the top 10 as far as arena soccer experience levels. Giannone went straight to the official saying, really delay a game for that?
Well, a timeout call before the top of the arc, which even benefits San Diego further and invites us to remind you about Soccer's Overtime. It's the San Diego Soccer's weekly podcast. Nate and I converge every Monday afternoon and bring you Soccer's Overtime, which now that we're in season will involve recaps of the previous game.
Have matches to talk about?
Yeah, believe it or not, and looking back at the previous weekend in the MASL, interviews with players, post-game comments, a live guest that calls in most podcasts more often than not. And it all comes your way Mondays, available on Apple Podcasts, available wherever you subscribe, Google Play if you have an Android phone, coming soon on iHeart, also available on Spotify and on the Mighty 1090 app and website. Soccer's Overtime. Subscribe today. Give it a 5-star review. Everyone says, why don't you hear more Sockers talk in San Diego on the radio? Well, tune in and we've got it here. And now the free kick.
And now we'll have some matches to discuss. I didn't mean to sound like I haven't enjoyed the last 4 weeks of Soccer's Overtime. It's just going to be fun to actually have some highlights to break down, actually have some arena soccer to talk about. So we'll be doing that tomorrow up at 1090 HQ. Here's Craig Childs here in this grand old arena. Movement all around him. Childs doesn't need it. Captain Fantastic marks his first for 2018-19. Goal! The Pride of Poway makes it 2-0 SD, 7:39 on the clock here in the second quarter, Craig. And we asked if the Sockers could get one, would the floodgates open? Number 2 came with a hurry.
The little hesitation. Wait for the wall to part like 2 sliding doors, swinging open. The French doors opened. And Craig Childs just potted it home nice and easy into the cabinet.
It's all about the movement.
Look out off the draw.
Unassisted. Time of the goal, 7:21.
Ismael Pineda, by the way, moments ago, almost. A golazo of his own there on the volley off the ball over the top. Look out for Taylor Bond streaking out. Pittman saw him, elected to play it safe. Back to Pee Wee. Pee Wee, 1-2 in his own defensive third. Lovely stuff to gain space. Number 69 tries to lob it over to the far side. Nice. Good catch-up play there from RGV, who are still in this game. We're asking if the floodgates are going to open. 2 is by no means floodgates opening. 2-0, we still got a ball game here. Sockers make it 3 or 4, then we're talking. RGV getting a little frustrated here. Sockers seeing blood like sharks in the water. Pass up from Bond trying to find Leo. It was just a little bit off the mark, or Leo wasn't looking for it. Not sure which one there. Leo surprised he wasn't able to just poke a foot out there.
2 things can be true at once.
I think Taylor Bond was wondering the same thing. Here's Contreras. Here's Gonzalez. Juan Gonzalez. Gonzalez being shooed forward. Guerrero Pino saying, get up there. Let's see those shooting boots of yours that you always talk about. Gonzalez up with the midfielders now. So you got Segura, who's playing as an honorary defenseman. Pardo knocks it forward. First touch from Childs. Not the best. As good as that touch on the free kick moments ago. Placed in perfectly. Here come RGV. 2v2 if they hurry. Back over to this near side. Look out for Aguirre. Aguirre on the left foot scuffs it. That was a clear look for the Barracudas. That was a clear look on the left foot for Emmanuel Aguirre, and he simply sliced it.
So many players have impressed me today in their Sockers debuts. Travis Pittman is a guy that I just want to highlight. He's not on the field right now, but he's working both sides of the field. He's been fluid, and he's been within the team concept every single shift out on the field. Here's
Farber. Brian Farber, save Fidel Garcia.
Wow.
Fidel Garcia racking up the save count. Not too many of them have been easy saves. Stat-friendly saves. They have been absolutely vital. Not the most challenging in the world there, but just keeping the positioning strong there as Farber is bearing down on the target. Childs jogging back, wins it away. Luis Saul Ramirez. The Sockers slowing this thing down with the Warrior at the back, Pino.
I mean, we could be seeing an MASL Goalkeeper of the Week performance from Fidel Garcia.
Absolutely.
A shutout in Turlock, but an entirely different challenge tonight.
Segura being hassled against the boards there. Drive from distance from Guerrero Pino. Always rising into the net. Out for a goal kick for Fidel Garcia. Said it's going to be a throw from the RGV goalkeeper. And here's RGV with space to work with. Jean Ponce. Oh, it's knocked away, and the Sockers could counter. Look out here. It's Escoto. Kind of buried himself there as he drove towards the boards instead of the goal. And now Escoto takes a bit of a forearm to the face. Escoto to the ground, right back up.
Some WWE stuff between Escoto and Giannoni, who just sent him down like a father shoving a son.
Giannoni Martinez. You know, and credit to Escoto. Giannoni looked right down. Escoto said, get up. And Escoto said, all right.
Okay, I'm up.
All right. Next time I get the ball, we'll see who's talking.
Against you, Mr. Giannoni, okay.
All right. Got to respect the opposing player coach.
Look at Bond, no respect. Challenging.
Well, Bond doesn't know any better.
Right.
Ignorance is bliss.
But he's doing the right thing. You want to challenge Giannone anytime you can. He's trying to walk his way through the game.
Absolutely.
As a player coach. I mean, he's running when he has to, but he's not when he doesn't.
Well, and you see him staying back there basically saying, I'm going to be the center back. I'm
Right.
going to keep everybody maintain their shape, help everybody maintain their shape. Here come the Sockers with Manuel Rojo. Another one of the Tijuana contingent. Rojo stood out wide. Leo into Childs. Childs just had it float away from him at the last second, and he is unable to double his tally at a third for the Sockers. Stay 2-0. Both goals for the Sockers coming in this third period if you're just joining us. Yeah, scoreless at halftime. The Arena Soccer season opener. The MASL season opener scoreless in the first 30 minutes for the Sockers. They got 2 here in the third, though, looking for more. There's a drive low. Never going to beat Fidel Garcia with that. Here come the Barracudas. Dangerous ball across his own half there from Rosales. Now the ball is out. It'll be a restart for RGV. 3 minutes and 2 seconds left here in this third quarter. Long ball from the player coach is up and over the glass, and it'll go back to San Diego.
Don't forget, this Saturday, the Sockers are right back here to Pechanga Arena, San Diego, taking Ron Newman Field and taking on the Tacoma Stars. Danny Waltman and Nick Pereira and Matt Clare and the rest. Lund and the rest. Come join us. SDSockers.com, 866-799-GOLD. Receive your Sockers holiday ornament. Pick up the second of 12 Sockers Unique Game Day posters made by Travis Peterson at Punk Rock Paint. Do it all.
RGV looking to get a goal back here. Pressing forward and getting a shot off that was saved by Pardo was Carlos Hernandez. Good stuff from the Sockers defensively, getting out of that mess, and it's up forward now with Pittman. Pittman off the boards. Back to an RGV defender. That was Medina Gonzalez knocking it away. And here is Medina Gonzalez making a run up that left wing. Now here's Wheelo. Gonzalez is off the pitch now. Wheelo loses out though. Leo would love to get on the score sheet for the Sockers here on his debut. You see that footwork, and now he passes to nobody. Not sure who he thought was there, but not a pretty moment there for Leo. It's the Barracudas. Press forward up that right side. Cries for a foul. Not heard. Gardenes thought he was pushed to the floor unfairly. Bond. Nifty stuff inside the center circle, and he jumps up and over the boards for the line change. Sockers press forward, and they almost score. Farber was in the mix as well. It was Segura, and that shot off the boards wide there a moment ago. And now look out, picking up the pieces. Contreras! High and wide, back with Farber. Brian Farber up into the net. Contreras, his eyes lit up. You can see the hearts from here. Unfortunately, we did not see the subsequent finish that should have been attached to that situation. Contreras, a little too excited there. Talking about a defender with the capability of scoring goals. Well, there it was. Contreras, everything but the finish.
Again, the mistake from the back end by RGV. A careless kick out, trying to distribute the near wall, has led to the Sockers' third free kick. Can this be their second goal? Last time, Childs used the hesitation to put it in nice and easy.
Childs over it. About a 3 or 4 step run up. See what the movement's like around him. It's Craig Childs already with a goal to his name. Childs pokes to the right, shot deflected and ends up into the netting. It'll be a restart from the corner for the Sockers. Minute 23 left here in the third quarter. Nate Abarea, Craig Elston coming to you on MASL TV. A pleasure and a privilege to be with you. As always, can't wait to get a few of these under our belts here in this 2018-19 season. The buzz of opening night. Scoreless first half, but 2 goals for the Sockers here in the third quarter. Can they get a third before the horn sounds? Tries to get played in the middle by Escoto. It's back with Brandon now. Escoto back to the feet of Gutierrez. Tijuana to Tijuana. This one all the way back to Boris Pardo.
Trouble here.
Pride of Queens, New York. Over to Leo, Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. Up the wing now. Back on this near side with Escoto. Escoto bodied a bit. 1 minute remaining now.
When a guy that small leaves his feet, what else can happen? He's going to get bumped.
Oh, Farber had a chance there inside the goal area. He just had an awkward one where his back was actually to goal. Tried to poke back to Escoto. Didn't come off. And now the Sockers have got to be careful here. Look out for RGV. Gonzalez poked away at the last. A crucial intervention from the warrior Guerrero Pino. And Guerrero Pino drives forward with the ball at his feet and ends up drawing a blue card foul from the man who he just poked the ball away from in what looked to be a 1v1 situation with the goalkeeper. That went uphill and downhill in a hurry for Moises Gonzalez. He thought he might have a chance to cut the deficit in half for RGV. Not so fast. To the rescue came Guerrero Pino. Pino picked up the scraps, dribbled the other way, and the foul in frustration, trailing back defensively, was committed by none other than Moises Gonzalez. What a sequence for Guerrero Pino. Craig, you've been talking all about new additions for this Sockers team. Pino, with the exceptional debut thus far through these opening 3 quarters. We'll see what the Sockers can bring with the man advantage. Here's this third quarter draws to a close. Childs in the center circle. Craig Childs. Leonardo de Oliveira. Back with Childs. Childs, just wide. Might get back with Childs here. 20 seconds left.
Work fast. Segura needs to know the clock.
Segura calling for help to Leo. Good wall pass from Leo. We're in the corner. Shot low, saved, and it creeps in. It's a goal for the Sockers. And again, it's Cristian Gutierrez from Tijuana with much love. Bagging 2 on his Sockers debut. Have yourself a night, Cristian Gutierrez. Fortunate, it must be said. Fidel Garcia's done so much right this evening for RGV. Not a shining moment for the Barracudas goalkeeper there. That shot had menacing pace on it and eventually snuck in under the man in yellow.
It had to happen. The floodgates had to open. The math was irrefutable. And yet, the talent is an unmistakable.
A power play
As
goal
the second ticked
scored
off
by
the
number
clock.
4,
Let's hear the
Cristian
assist.
Gutierrez. His second goal of the match.
There it is.
Assisted by number 19, Brandon Escoto.
Escoto.
Time of the goal, 14:54. Again for the Sockers.
With the assist, Gutierrez with goal number 2. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Stay tuned here on MASL TV. We'll be back with fourth quarter action. Your score after 45 minutes here in this grand old arena. So San Diego Sockers 3, the Rio Grande Valley Barracudas 0. We're back after this on MASL TV.
Can you make this cake for my daughter's birthday?
Donna realized her network was surprisingly slow. So she switched to Metro PCS and got her family 4 lines with unlimited high-speed data for $100, period. Metro PCS. Wireless figured out.
Hey, you're a Barca fan?
Not awesome enough.
Oh, I see. Man U fan, huh?
No. Yes! Now that's an awesome jersey.
Soccer's all right.
That's my team. Sockers are awesome.
The Sockers are awesome. Join us for holiday fun on Saturday, December 22nd when the Tacoma Stars come calling to Pechanga Arena, San Diego. All fans receive a Sockers holiday ornament. Get your tickets today. Call 866-799-GOAL or go online to SD.
I'm Jill, Tegan, Paxton, Kaylin, and we're proud members of California Coast Credit Union. We were all able to get car loans through Cal Coast at a great rate. It was quick and easy, all 4 times.
That's the Cal Coast advantage to us.
From San Diego, California, America's finest city. My name is Nate Abarrea, welcoming you back in to MASL TV's broadcast of the San Diego Sockers. Opening night, first game of the season. Got off to a rocky start, a scoreless first half in this game. 0-0 at the break. Sockers went into the dressing room. Not sure what exactly Phil Salvaggio said, but it seemed to be some positive words that made a positive impact. Sockers with 3 goals in that third quarter, 2 of them coming from Cristian Gutierrez, one of the newest Sockers, one of the Tijuanense contingent. Greg Giles in the center circle. Nate Abarrea here with you, and to my left to give you the play-by-play and take this thing home, Mr. Craig Elston.
Thank you very much, Nate. The Sockers in this fourth and final quarter will attack left to right. The Barracuda right to left. We will see RGV back on April 7th. That will be alumni night. That will be the night of the annual halftime alumni game. A lot of alumni in the house, including USD head coach Brian Quinn. We saw him coming in, and we saw him at halftime as well. And a shout out to Quinny, whose number 14 hangs in the rafters over the eastern goal. 3-0 San Diego, and the first of 15 final minutes underway. Childs brings it back, tipped off the wall. Farmer will track down the loose ball and send it back to ever steady Ray Contreras. Back to Childs. Off the corner glass, Childs awaits, holding off his defender. Cerda now moving the ball around, and possession, which has been the Sockers' ally all night, will be especially so in the fourth quarter if they can maintain the lead. As Childs let the ball dummy into the corner, Farmer whiffed on his touch, but Cerda is back to rescue. Travis Pittman quickly becoming a favorite of mine, wearing the old Scotty Martin 18. Scotty, you'll never be forgotten, my friend.
Shout out Scotty Martin.
Childs heads it into the corner, looking for Pittman. Childs shoots off the frame, rips it off the Kaiser logo and out of play.
Childs trying to match Gutierrez. Childs with the goal in between the bookend goals. Cristian Gutierrez in that third quarter. Childs off the free kick for number 2.
Wheelo falls and draws the call from Segura. Kia Deppinen with a quick whistle there. Well, I've seen Kia and Arnold Baldo officiating since the Sockers restart in 09.
Yeah.
Great chance here! Into the goal it goes, courtesy of Eric Ponce. And it's a 3-1 score, as Ponce let the ball do the work, turned on the bouncer, and let it creep past Pardo. And the line is no longer clean.
It's a goal essentially from nothing for RGV, but it's everything for the Barracudas. The reaction from Fidel Garcia, their goalkeeper, says everything. He sprinted all the way up the field to be a part of that celebration. He's clapping his hands saying, boys, that was just what the doctor ordered. Barely a minute and 16 seconds into this fourth quarter, and we just got a 3-0 deficit to 3-1. Well done, lads. Sockers have got a game on their hands.
Ponce, unassisted at time of the goal, 1:16.
So no assist on the Ponce goal, is third in 3 games.
No clean sheet as well
for RGV, and very much a contest at 3-1. And all those superstitious folks, or even the folks who say I'm not superstitious, I'm just stitious, they're all saying, can Nate call the play again? Here they come 2 by 2 the other way, stepping to his right. Tipped off Ramirez. Ramirez bounces one in for Pardo to gobble. And he fakes the roll out and will settle it over to Pino.
I gotta be a little careful with my predictions. They've gotten me in trouble over the last few weeks on radio and television. However, I'm gonna predict right now that you will have a soccer's goal to call yourself, Craig.
Pee-wee. Here's the shot, just wide as Gutierrez looks for 3. And left for Garcia to collect.
I meant tonight, not this season.
I believe they added an assist to Aguirre. Here's Bond. Bond steps over, tips it. A little tiptoe, but he'll get the ball back in a second chance. Now looked for power and got hit from behind. And this man is injured on the play for RGV, and the whistle will sound. I think he hurt himself kicking Taylor Bond.
Yeah, it was just an awkward one there. And Taylor Bond, a great act of sportsmanship right there. I was surprised there were a few RGV players who weren't ready to stop, and Bond was the one turning to Kia Depina saying, hey, man down, let's do what's right. Much respect to Taylor Bond there.
2-goal game. Anticipating that ball was Luis Ortega, but he sent it into the officials' box. Shots are 18-3 San Diego. Garcia sends it forward. Wheelo knocks it down, tips it down, controls. It's Wheelo to the right foot. Wheelo to the back post, and chasing it is Cardenas. Now step through around two men. Save Pardo! Denying Ponce a second. And a true momentum turner. Pardo instead turns momentum. Back to the home team.
What a move that was from Don Ponce.
Pee-wee passes to himself, shoots to the corner. Giles chest down. His pass pinballs around. Escoto trying to drag the toe and get it back. Pressure for the Sockers. RGV trying to solve it. Still 3-1. Carlos Hernandez, long bending ball forward, a good one. Chased down and shot, and Pardo denies Cardenas.
That was a brilliant crossfield ball. That was a great piece of vision there and great execution. Fortunately, the shot in the end of it, just couldn't get it up out from under him.
Juan Gonzalez now. Working off the 4th minute. Here's one forward for Leo. Let it go over his left shoulder. Leo heads it down, works it back and forth, and sends it out. Rojo sends across to Gonzalez. Back to Manuel Rojo. The chance for Leo to work. Gonzalez. We've got a whistle away. We've got Leo down. A foul was called, and Leo staying down, seeming to favor his left hip or knee area. Looks like the hip.
It might have just been
Might be the knee.
Little side to side, side of the knee, side of the hip contact there from Wheelo. Wheelo not thrilled with that call there. Didn't think he did too much wrong.
Well, watching Leo, he's okay.
Watch out for Leo now here in these next few seconds. Player getting up after getting fouled, especially a player of his style. Love to see the ball get to his feet somehow here. Let him work.
Pardo facing pressure. Look out. It's one of those things. One bad touch turns into a goal. You have to be careful. Pittman. Childs tried to flick it back to him over his head, and it went out of play over the short wall.
We say this from time to time up here in the commentary gantry, and I'm going to say it for the first time this season. I may say it again. Next goal is going to be huge. Next goal is going to be big. But really, though, look at this thing. You're talking 3-2, 1-goal game down the stretch, or 4-1 and good night, Irene. So next goal, it's a pretty big one.
Giannone gets to step up on an offensive zone restart. Gets it over to Zuniga. Now, 3 Sockers converge as the ball's played back to Garcia. Player coach Giannone Martinez. Been there, done that. Off of the side of the corner glass there. The padded glass extension. This time not a top of the arc restart, but the Sockers again see a careless distribution from Garcia, whose footwork has not been that great. But his saves have been unbelievable. Segura. 5th minute gone. Here's Leo. Spins, works, wall pass, knockdown, wants a card. Arnold Baldo says no. And the action continues with RGV working it forward. A long ball, nothing but blue and gold down there. Rojo looking, sending it out. Leo Look at the grace
Lovely.
and the talent.
Lovely.
Looking for Childs, tipped off of Fidel Garcia, who was able to grab it.
Just Velcro on the chest.
Contreras jumping up on the steal, and then a man pushed down Segura.
Look at Leo.
Eventually,
Look at
Gonzalez
Leo.
is going to get called for something here.
And I love this. Gonzalez gets called for the foul. Leo never lost the ball. He's having two players tug at him, kick at him. Whistle finally blows. Leo never actually lost control of that ball there. It's the little things. Even the little things have flair to them.
Working the 6th minute loose now. 4th quarter, 3-1 Sockers. Pardo. Gutierrez scored the first and third. Childs the second in between on a free kick from the top of the arc. Cerda had a step for a moment. Contreras now.
Nice.
Wonderful turn of Ramirez. Trying for the give and go on a bad touch, and Contreras took a tumble. Gutierrez got it back. Left wing, it's Childs. It's Childs left-footed. The spinner into the box. Contreras looking for a foul, didn't see the ball.
Contreras got pushed down a couple of times there in about 5 seconds. No whistle ever came. And now,
come on. Two-handed push by Cerda on Giannoni, on Rosales, pardon me. Giannoni calling for the foul that didn't happen. 8:18, the clock running downward in the 4th, and a tense one. 3-1 San Diego.
Gustavo Rosales saying, what do I got to do to sell that call?
Gutierrez.
Oh,
lovely. Christian, as you say.
On a hat trick. On a hat trick on his debut.
He's got the brace, but he wants the third. Pino saved a goal in this game with a remarkable track back on a man who seemed to be loose and ready to come in 1v1. Look at this. Off the head of Gonzalez and out of play. And with 7:48 left in the 4th quarter, the officials timeout, the last guaranteed break of this 4th quarter, which has seen RGV claw one back. Ponce from Aguirre at 1:16 to make it a 3-1 game. And in these circumstances, I always feel it is incumbent on the leading team to at this moment remember their aggression and not fall into a defensive shell.
I think that next goal, if the Sockers are to get it, it kills off this game. I'm just going to say it right now. You get a 4th, game over. So with that in mind, what's the better strategy? Sit back, say we're defending this 2-goal lead. How soon does the 6th attacker come on for RGV? Remains to be seen. Phil Salvaggio talking to his team right now. He's got to be echoing something similar to what you were just saying there, Craig. This team's got to go for a goal right now. Maybe not throwing everything forward by any stretch of the imagination. Still got to be smart. Still got to be fundamentally sound and organized at the back. But with the players that they have, the squad set up that these Sockers have here this season, there's nothing wrong with maybe at least for the next minute or so, minute or two here before we get into the true crunch time minutes here. In these next couple of minutes or so, see if the Sockers add a little forward. See if the Sockers throw a little bit extra mustard into the attack.
San Diego plays Thursday in Ontario, back here Saturday night against Tacoma, and those two division matchups are as important as they come, but this one is in no way decided.
Yeah.
Get your tickets for Saturday night's Holiday Spectacular, though. All kinds of great surprises planned. SDSockers.com, 866-799-GOAL. Come on out and see the Sockers in their 40th anniversary season. 7:45 to go in the lid lifter. 3-1 on 3 third-quarter goals. 2 from Gutierrez, 1 from Childs.
Looking out for Taylor Bond here, Craig.
Bond has been working hard, but yet to make an impact on the scoreboard. He's made an impact on possession for sure. RGV with eyes up. Rare time they've had the ball on their foot. Zuniga. It's Hernandez now, stepping out to the middle. Farber right there with him. Remember, RGV played in Turlock Friday night. Sockers, this is the opener. So both teams could be accused of the question at least. Could be asked, if not accused, how are your legs in the 4th? Zuniga to Wheelo. Efrain Martinez. Jumps into the wall, gets the call. He saw that soccer shield in the wall and angled his way in, and he'll get a wall restart here.
A valiant 72 hours from this RGV team, that 6-0 win in Stanislaus County on Friday, and giving the Sockers a run for their money here tonight. Much respect to the Barracudas. What can they do from the set piece?
Into the middle. Oh! Deflected, and Pardo finds the loose chain.
Where was it?
The counterattack. Long ball to Farber. Tips it forward to Bond. He hits the post!
The lights are on.
Shoots again. Fidel to save.
Greg, they put the spotlight on. We all thought it was in. And now Bond is hurt. Oh, my goodness. Oh, we hope Bond's okay here. I'm not sure what exactly happened. That ball hit the innerest inside of the post that I've ever seen. That thing rolled all the way back across the goal line, almost hit the other post.
Bond looking like he took one to the dome.
And then I think Bond just took one to the chops, as you said there, towards the end of it. But the spotlight came on in the building. If there was a red light, it would have flashed.
My goodness.
How did that not go in? Ryan Farber, we've seen that play so many times. Doesn't matter if it's Pardo or Toth. That long ball forward still bouncing, and Farber with that delightful jump up into the air and nod it a little bit to the left to another streaking attacker. This time it was Taylor Bond on his debut, ready to put the game to bed. And somehow, some way, it hits the innermost corner of that right red post.
6.5 to play. 3-1, and the Post considers itself the true winner tonight.
What an MVP!
MASL, all MASL first team, the Posts, Pechanga Arena, San Diego.
Crossbar on the second team.
Ortega, long run, 6 touches across. It's Pittman. Settles, back to Pee Wee, but over his head. Needed to be 5-5. Childs then hits the top of the glass, and it tickles the netting out of play.
Not sure why Pittman didn't pull the trigger there. Pittman had a clear lane to shoot there. Fidel Garcia's been a little intimidating tonight, but nonetheless.
6 minutes remain. 9th minute of the fourth quarter gone. 54 complete. 3-1 San Diego the lead from Ron Newman Field, Pechanga Arena, San Diego. Pino called for the foul, pushing, and they'll take it the other direction. An elbow on Wheelo. And they'll say, hang on, let's get the restart.
Oh, it's still going to be a Sockers restart. Okay. Wheelo wanted that foul for himself.
Escoto. Easily read by Giannoni to knock it away from Childs. Giannoni Martinez. Rosales. Left-footed bid. Looking to find Wheelo, but there is Juan Gonzalez to get there first. To Barracuda. And the foul called, the hold, as Gonzalez was about to escape both of them and create advantage. And we thank Miter USA for providing the match balls for MASL and MASL2. 5:15 left in this one. 3-1, and look out. Here's Rosales in front of the goal. It's Ponce. It's 3-2.
Again, the Sockers just shut off for a few seconds, and the Barracudas make them pay. We got a 1-goal game on our hands with over 5 minutes remaining. My goodness. And again, it's number 8 for RGV. Eric Ponce in the right place at the right time to poke home. It all started kind of a lackadaisical moment at the feet of Boris Pardo. He played it off his own boards to his left, and RGV picked up the loose ball, and within the blink of an eye, he put it in the back of the net, and it's 3-2.
His second goal of the match, assisted by number 6, Gustavo Rosales. Time of the goal, 9:49.
And now, very much in doubt, a 1-goal game. And for the Sockers, who had been leading 3-0 and maybe feeling like, okay, we're ready to take control of this match. Instead, they've seen in their 8th quarter of play this weekend, RGV come up with their best quarter perhaps so far. Can they finish it off now? 4:38 to do so, and at one point will Giannoni ask the supremely talented Fidel Garcia to depart so he can put on the Sexto Atacante jersey. Here's Leo. Off his shoulder, gets it down. It's Pino! Blocked. The ricochet into the corner. Gutierrez in pursuit. Back and held in. San Diego's got it with Cerda. Under 4:20 to go. 3-2. Pardo punts one. One hop at the red line. Leo tripped. And the free kick coming up.
Strong stuff there from Oliveira. Leo winning the foul there with his control. He's not in position to be fouled if he isn't able to impeccably control that ball in the first place.
Timeout. So now is the time where you think about the accumulation of posts, of crossbars, of scuffed opportunities. And all of these things to me are game 1 of 24, getting some of the kinks out, a team that has 8 new players out of the 14 on the field, trying to integrate with one another. There's a lot of excuses we can write down. At the end of the night, though, all of those posts and crossbars add up to this is a 1-goal match that should in no way be a 1-goal match, but is. And in a way, for head coach Phil Salvaggio, while the front of his brain has got to be freaking out and his heart has got to be pumping, somewhere in the back there he's got to think, this is a great opportunity for my team to be tested early.
Yeah.
Situationally, I mean.
Yeah, you could go that direction if you want to. I think Phil would be interested in having that conversation once the points are in the bag here. But
Right.
You're absolutely right. This is a great test for this Sockers team right now. But this ain't preseason. This ain't a simulation. This is the real deal. And with the 72-hour period that we're talking about with Ontario and Tacoma coming up next weekend, this is massive. They got to hold on to this thing. And now it's crunch time. Here you go. 1-goal lead. Let's have it.
Giles sends it across. The shot is too high off of Pino's foot.
Gustavo Rosales, Ciudad de Mexico native. Not sure if he's a Cruz Azul or America fan, but he was inches away from flying the other way with no one in front of him.
Then the fat would have been frying in the grill. 11 down, 4 to go. 3-2, and another timeout called, this one by Martinez and RGV.
Okay.
And again, we remind you, Saturday the 22nd, we'll be back here. That's the next time Nate and I will be together, along with Ted Bendricks, our TVX video crew here. Outstanding debut by our crew all night, giving you these pictures and sounds from Pechanga Arena, San Diego, Ron Newman Field. But Saturday, the holiday extravaganza, the Sockers and the Stars. This is going to be a rivalry. This was a playoff matchup last year, past years, could be again this year. So get your tickets today if you're watching this exciting match on MASL TV and couldn't make it out on a Sunday night. This is a Saturday night, a 7 o'clock start. Everybody gets a Sockers holiday ornament. You can pick up the amazing game day poster created by Travis Peterson at our merch stand. $10 signed and tagged and individually bagged. $5 for the loose copy that you can go down and get autographs on after the game. So we hope to see you on Saturday, and then tune in with us. I'll be making the trip up Thursday. I won't be on the broadcast, but to watch Ontario and San Diego from Citizens Business Bank Arena. And now here it is, as predicted, Sexto Atacante time. And is it indeed Giannone? No, it is not. Wearing the 6th attacker jersey. It appears, let's see, could you, it's number 8, so it's Ponce who's got the 2 goals.
Yeah,
okay.
Not a bad 6th attacker.
Yeah, not bad.
The guy with all of your
Look
scoring.
out. Here's Rosales on the right wing. In front of the score! We're tied up! Moises Gonzalez was left unmarked on the back post. We are even at 3 with 3:37 to play.
Seconds. Mere seconds with the 6th attacker out there. And I'm not sure the 6th attacker got more than 1 touch. The ball just moved up the pitch with the quickness, and it ends up being hammered home at that back post. What a goal for RGV. From 3-0 down, it's 3-3 with 3:37 left here in the 4th. We've got one finish on our hands now. Oh my goodness, Craig. What's happened here at the arena?
Now the Sockers are back into a game.
To Moises Gonzalez, assisted by number 6, Gustavo Rosales. Time.
Rosales with the second helper. He wants more. 2v1, and the man in the middle was Contreras. He breaks it up.
To the rescue.
Ray Contreras to Farber. Bad ball. Farber turns on it in the corner. Draws the double team and falls. No whistle.
Oh, man.
The whistle on Farber on the floor.
Saw a few people heading for the exits moments ago who are now coming back. Trying to make an early rush for the gates. Seen a few of them already. They were probably almost out the door. Blasted right back.
What a game.
Nervous times for this crowd. Nervous times for Phil Salvaggio and this Sockers team. This is incredible. Talk about the guile. Talk about the mental fortitude of the RGV Barracudas, who seemed all but done and dusted at the end of that third quarter.
If Bond puts it in instead of hitting the post.
Next goal was going to be huge, wasn't it?
I think this game's over, but
it's 4-1.
He hit the post.
It's 4-1 if Bond puts that in. I mean, there's a library of other chances that we could reference. It wasn't just that one from Bond, but that certainly was the most spectacular of the misses. It brought the spotlight on. That's how sure we were of that being a goal. Instead, no goal. RGV went down, made it 3-2 moments later, and now it's 3-3.
And when you look at the goals allowed, it's been fundamental defensive breakdowns.
Every time.
For
All
San
three
Diego.
of them.
All three.
All three entirely preventable.
This momentarily lapses when the game has otherwise been dominated. And I know it's the hometown crew saying it. Here's Pittman keeping the ball moving. Escoto. Oh, what a touch to flick it across. 2:15 to go, and we're tied at 3.
Pee Wee wanted to come through that one. Pittman needed to leave it for him.
Contreras to Escoto. Across.
Good
Pittman.
Ball. Good ball.
Dancing as the 13th minute is gone. 2 to play. Tied at 3. Bond trying for the beach soccer move a la Pereira. And this one is played back, and Contreras holds it down. 1:50 to play. Escoto measuring. Coming in to the right. Ball pass to himself. Came through his legs.
Good idea. Good idea.
Zuniga. Pee Wee buzzing around his legs.
Look out, look out, look out.
Open man for a moment.
Wow, if that passes a little bit further forward, you'd be talking 1v1 with Pardo there on that play.
90
Ramirez.
seconds in regulation, it now must be said. Could an overtime loom in the opener? Contreras heads it very far forward. And it's Segura tracking it down, stepping around, pulled down, draws the call.
Here you go. Here
Left
you go.
wing free kick. Who's got the left foot to shoot? We know it's number 19. Will he get the chance here, or will it be Childs?
Well, is it going to be something on goal, or are they just going to try to work it short? Anxious to see what the Sockers come up with here. This is all Childs. This is up to the captain here. It's whatever you want to do, number 37.
Escoto's on the back post. Childs finds the high corner netting. Not inside the frame. And with 1:15 to go, it's RGV's ball in a 3-3 tie, having scored 3 straight in this quarter. Pino heads down, the restart out of play. Barracuda's ball on the near wall, 71 seconds.
Smash and grab would not do this justice. If RGV were to come back and win 4-3, this would be a comeback for the ages on opening night.
Giannoni asks for the proper space, and then sends it along the near wall. There's Pino on the charge. Good challenge over there. Escoto bounds it in between players. Giannoni tracks it down. Final minute. Chipped off the wall by RGV. Escoto.
Goodness.
Danger. Gutierrez has a man in his chest. Gonzalez, the veteran, knocks it down. Gutierrez turns and clears down the field. There's 45 seconds left right now. Giannoni Martinez brings it along the near wall. On the northern wall, it is Ponce. Had the first 2 goals. Headed back to Ortega. Pee Wee Ortega coming forward. Numbers if he attacks. 25 seconds. Steps out to the red line. Sends in Gutierrez. His shot! Looking for the back heel was Bond. There's 17 seconds in regulation. 15 seconds. Pino steps forward to his right foot. Shoots! Just misses. Childs with 7 seconds. Pino. It's back to Pee Wee. His long shot is blocked. Overtime is coming at Pechanga Arena, San Diego right now. Sudden death in the opener.
The first Sockers overtime game since January of this year was a 12-11 loss to the Soles de Sonora. Overtime here in SD at the Pechanga Resort Casino Center. Opening night seemed to be going swimmingly as we entered the final period with 13:44 left in that third period, Craig. RGV scored. RGV got off the schneid after just a minute and 16 seconds in that fourth quarter, I should say. And Yon Ponce did the trick once, did it twice, and I go back to that Taylor Bond miss. If that goes in, instead of hitting the innermost corner of the right post in the attacking vantage point, as Farber set him up across the face of an empty net. If that goes in, it's 4-1, it's curtains, it's bedtime stories, it's a few nice beverages, and a great night's sleep. Instead, it stayed 3-1. You're thinking, hey, not the worst situation, still a 2-goal lead. 3-2, 3-3, overtime. Incredible.
10-minute overtime. If no one scores, a 3-round shootout. There are no points distributed a la hockey. You just get a win here, and all the hard work is for nothing for the team that comes up short.
And what a storyline that is, right? That approach for RGV right now. Take everything you just said and apply it to the RGV situation. All of this comeback, you didn't earn a point, you didn't get the hockey points. No, you could do all this for nothing. Moral victory, whatever you want to call it. RGV can come back all this way for nothing if the Sockers just get one goal here in this overtime period.
Tactically, if the Sockers do lose, they've got a game Thursday in Ontario. The Fury are 3-0. The Sockers lose on the road where they have lost in Ontario before. They could be 2.5 games back with only 2 games played. A very unfortunate start from a San Diego perspective. So much on the line for this Sockers team so early in the season, and we've talked and joked about the college football aspect of this and every game mattering. You know, style points and MASL power rankings aside, those are all just fun for clicks and talk. But factually, the win, this is a pro league. The win is all that matters here, whoever scores next.
Who's it going to be? Who's going to step up and be the hero for the Sockers? I mean, next goal, and your name is more than up in lights. It's a golden goal. It's a sudden death winner on opening night. Maybe it's Christian Gutierrez completing the hat trick in spectacular fashion. You'd take a tap-in these circumstances, but what a story it would be for the Tijuanense to net a hat trick, including the winning goal. Maybe it's a Brian Farber, a Craig Childs. It's got to be someone. It's got to be a Socker. The Sockers have got to get the win, and it's got to be by a 4-3 scoreline.
Fidel Garcia is making the sign of cross and kissing each of the posts and crossbars, and you understand why, as they have been his dearest allies tonight. And we are underway with sudden death overtime. Looking for a golden goal in San Diego tonight. This ball took a funny hop around the boards, and Boris Pardo stayed with it. He's going to fire one out. A strong arm that Pittman knocks out of the air. Childs brings down. Between two people right wing. Escoto punched away by Garcia. Chipped in the air. Hernandez. The long run. 1 versus 2 defenders.
Stay in front.
Ramirez gets through. Pardo to the rescue.
Oh, I'm saying stay in front, Ray, and he went straight to ground, and somehow it went all the way to Pardo, and Boris Pardo saves the day for the Sockers.
Contreras blocked by Wheelo. His shot forward. Evaporation there. Gutierrez let the ball do the work and lost it. RGV sees Contreras send it forward quickly. Escoto down to Gutierrez. First minute of sudden death gone. Spinning ball. Contreras chips it down the middle. Escoto on the run.
Go on,
Escoto
Brandon.
to the corner. Brandon pushed
Get
down
up and
the
play.
call. Oh. No, they're shooting. Save. Rebound. Off the frame again. Headed. Save. Garcia.
I supposed to offer for color commentary to that? What do you want me to say?
Unbelievable indoor soccer. And yet, the curse of it feels like can't get a goal in.
I mean, hey, credit again to Fidel Garcia. There were a couple of fine saves in there, but just...
Pee-wee on the move. Escoto again. Childs again. Childs wide, but knocked down. Gets up. Ball still loose.
The ball rolled over Craig Childs. He was getting up.
And continuing was Gonzalez. Ortega sees it come forward. It's Rosales, who has been dynamite. Rosales pushed down.
Ooh,
play on.
Wow.
Ponce with 2 goals. Ponce, right foot. Waiting, dragging. Rosales, corner, shooting. Wall ball. Knocked down by Childs. 7:40 to play in sudden death.
Tranquilo.
Garcia.
Or scream your head off. I mean, either works.
20 saves for Fidel Garcia. On the heels of a shutout Friday.
Yeah, with all due respect to the shutout against Turlock.
Yeah.
This is the performance for Fidel.
Zuniga. Back to Giannone. Sends it to the corner. The man who scored the equalizer is Moises Gonzalez. Now Pee-wee in trouble. Short man against 2 big fellas. Ball's banding around in the corner. Zuniga got it. Chipped it! Oh, just wide by Moises Gonzalez looking for the golden goal. Christian Gutierrez not out of trouble yet. Childs just punts it down the middle and loses the ball. It's Ponce. Back to Giannone. 3rd minute gone in overtime. And suddenly RGV has the ball on his toe. Long ball! Punched by Pardo.
That's still in.
Stays in play.
How did that stay in?
Hit the very top of the corner of the glass.
It's like a physics experiment right there. I think just hugged to the top of the glass.
This game is turned on a dime. Zuniga. Lovely ball, but Pino read it too. Pino got it loose.
Oh, look at Escoto.
Get it to him. Brandon tips it down, but has to pursue. Shoots a diving save! Fidel Garcia! Zuniga on the run. Field's opening up. Look out. It's Giannone. 2 touches. Zuniga settles. Needs another. And it's taken away.
Look out for Escoto again.
Here he comes.
Brandon. Otra vez.
Escoto back and forth. Escoto to Pee-wee. Runs into a thicket. Nothing to be done out of all of it. 5:45 to go. What will we see? Contreras trying to make up for it. They look, and we're going to have a free kick from the wall. RGV thought the kick was inside the red line and should be top of arc. 5:38 to play in overtime.
Well, we're having fun. Not sure if it's the kind of fun that Phil Salvaggio's a fan of. But I hope you're having fun, wherever and however you're taking this thing in.
Sockers have it. Leo getting
well
dragged
done.
And pulled and got it loose. Farber watches it off the northern wall. Brian Farber. Wall pass. It's Leo. 1 touch. The goal!
Golazo! Golazo!
Good night, Leo! The Suckers win it! It's Suckers magic in overtime! It's 4-3! It's San Diego rising to the top when needed the most! Leonardo de Oliveira says, muchas gracias y buenas noches!
You signed him to score goals. Well, goals in the MASL don't get much bigger than that. Sudden death winner. An absolutely rifled volley. Straight past Garcia. Nothing that the RGV netminder could do. And Leonardo de Oliveira, on his Sockers debut, nets the winner with a thunderbolt. Sockers 4, Barracudas 3. And one of the people who went over to acknowledge Fidel Garcia immediately was his counterpart, Boris Pardo. What a night for Fidel Garcia, the RGV goalkeeper. He's got to take my pick for man of the match.
Yes.
But
Fidel Garcia, man of the match, unquestioned MASL Keeper of the Week, you've got my vote right now, immediately.
But
we're talking about 20 saves, 20 saves tonight for Fidel Garcia on the first 21, because on the 25th shot, the fourth goal went in.
And you knew,
21.
This was my but, this was my however. You knew that with that performance, with that level of confidence that he's got going into that OT, you knew it was going to have to be something special to beat him. And Leo had a moment there. Leo had a moment where the lights went on. You could feel the buzz brewing. It's almost like time froze right there. And Leo just showing the professionalism, saying, hey, I got a second to collect myself. I'm blasting this thing home. You knew it had to be something special to beat Fidel Garcia in that overtime. It most certainly was. Que golazo. Just a beautiful, beautiful goal on his debut for the man they signed to score goals, and he nets the winner on opening night.
Just like we drew it up, right? It's exactly what we all anticipated, right? 3-0 after 3, 3-3 after 4, 4-3 the final. The one thing folks did figure San Diego would win their opener. They are now 5-0 all time in MASL openers. They have won 16 consecutive home matches. Be it ever so scary, there's no place like home for San Diego. Ron Newman Field, Pechanga Arena, San Diego. Now, we say thanks once again to Ted Bendrick, to our tremendous TVX video crew in their debut here with the Sockers. As Leo pots the golden goal and the Sockers beat RGV 4-3. A reminder, San Diego on the road Thursday night in Ontario. We are back with you Saturday night, December 22, the holiday special, the Sockers and the Tacoma Stars. Free holiday ornaments to everyone in attendance. This is the only place you can get those Travis Peterson game day posters. Come on out, get your tickets at sdsockers.com. Call 866-799-GOAL. Leave a message for our Mary Beth Hughes. She'll get back to you to get those tickets tomorrow, and we'll see you and your group out here Saturday night. Nate, a palpitating debut on MASL TV for our crew.
Well done to the crew. Well done to the Sockers. And that took a little extra effort to say there at the end, because, look, we talked about this being a professional league, a professional competition. Throw all the style points out the window. Win's a win. Gotta just make sure you get the win. Well, they got the win by the skin of their teeth, by the chin of their chinny chins. The Sockers get out of here victoriously, somehow, some way. And credit to the Sockers for showing their resolve there in overtime. Credit to RGV. Talk about the guile. Talk about the mental fortitude of that RGV team. Talk about a change in culture. We talked about this on Soccer's Overtime, a change in culture for RGV this season. This is a team that's going to make some noise in the MASL this season. Rest assured. This performance tonight, look, they had a lot going their way. Anybody that was red, so two posts down there in each crossbar. Yeah. They were playing for RGV tonight.
Yeah, there's the second man of the match.
There's no arguing that. They were Barracuda. They were red Barracudas. However, this was still a fine performance from RGV in a lot of ways. And I think mainly the main takeaway for RGV, and it's got to be also a negative takeaway for the Sockers, they were 3-0 down in this game going into the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
And they made it 3-3. I mean, plain and simple. So you look at that from both angles. You look at that from an RGV angle, and you hate getting carried away with moral victories after a heartbreaking loss like that one. But, hey, we were down 3-0 against one of the best teams in this league going into the fourth quarter on their opening night, and we forced overtime on the road.
Yep.
I mean, it's second game in 72 hours. Yep. You kidding me? So credit to RGV, credit to Janoni Martinez, but the Sockers get out of here with the win.
What a fun season this is going to be in the Major Arena Soccer League. Thank you for joining us for the first step of 12 home matches and 24 games overall for the San Diego Sockers. We will talk to you next Saturday. Until then, for Nate Abarea and our TVX video crew and the rest of our Sockers front office, Craig Elston saying thanks for tuning in. Leo, the hero, 4-3 San Diego on the golden goal in overtime. The Sockers win. We'll talk to you next week.
I'm Jill, Tegan, Paxton, Kaylin, and we're proud members of California Coast Credit Union. We were all able to get car loans through Cal Coast at a great rate. It was quick and easy, all 4 times.
That's the Cal Coast advantage to us.
Can you make this cake for my daughter's birthday?
Donna realized her network was surprisingly slow. So she switched to Metro PCS and got her family 4 lines with unlimited high-speed data for $100, period. Metro PCS. Wireless figured out.
Hey, you're a Barca fan?
Not awesome enough.
Oh, I see. Man U fan, huh?
No. Yes! Now that's an awesome jersey.
Soccer's all right.
That's my team. Sockers are awesome.
The Sockers are awesome. Join us for holiday fun on Saturday, December 22nd when the Tacoma Stars come calling to Pechanga Arena, San Diego. All fans receive a Sockers holiday ornament. Get your tickets today. Call 866-799-GOAL or go online to sdsockers.com.
Hi, thanks for checking out American Spa and Pool Pros. We provide liability insurance for pool service professionals. Whether your business is pool repair, builders, remodelers, plasterers, or just about any service for swimming pools, we have a plan for you. Our customers love us and they keep coming back year after year. We're licensed to insure your pool business in more states than any other pool service association in America. We offer great coverage and competitive rates. There's a flexible plan that's perfect to protect your business and your livelihood. Have a question? Just ask. We look forward to you becoming a member of ASAPP today.
Service. Determination.
Motivation.
Dedication.
Knowledge.
We are the directors of Proactive Physical Therapy, and we are committed to your care.